Hello, my Geminis. Welcome to your monthly reading for the month of September. So we are going to jump right in here, and we're going to start off by pulling a card here from the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit. This is the oracles, and we're going to see just what the overall energies that the Creator has for you for the month of September. So let's give it a good shuffle here. See what your September holds. Can't believe it is September already. My goodness. My mama always said, life gets faster as you get older, and I believe her. All right. Creator, what do you want our Geminis to know about their September, please? Okay. There we go. So you have the Batman, Batgirl, and we will see what this energy brings in for you there. So this is the air, so let's look in there. Let me just grab that real quick. Here you go. So the bat is all about darkness, letting go, and it's like the death card, death leading to rebirth. So, it's about the ending of things. And what I love about bats is that, they have the sonar. They can fly so well, during the night, during the darkness. And being Gemini, you totally understand, because you deal with, Gemini is kind of almost like the yin yang or yin yang, however you pronounce it. You have the light and the dark, and you're able to see both and move in between each other, sometimes in the same moment, right? So you feel very comfortable in flying that. And so that sonar with the bat makes total sense. And it says here, before emerging, the bat waits for the sun to set and the moon to rise. In the darkness, it can see all that was invisible in the daylight hours. So the bat is a master of the subtle senses, of the underlying forces that cause some things to prosper and others to fade. The bat card shows up to signify the ending of a chapter, the closing of a door. The bat comes swiftly, encouraging us to move on. In just a few hours, a new day dawns. No more lingering in the past. So when in balance with this energy, you're accepting, adapting, and adjusting. When out of balance, you refuse to let go and focusing on reminiscing the old times. So to bring into the balance, watch the sunrise. So yeah, definitely a time here in September of, and here's the moon, the moon rising here. So very much the moon card, high priestess, getting in tune with your intuition, into your subconscious, seeing what you're ready to let go of and what you are making room for, right? So, it's that transition between the night and day. But I love how it talks about during the September, you're going to see more clearly the things that you don't see during the day, the things that are hidden. And so a lot of revelations, a lot of clarity is going to come, and it's not going to be from the mind, because the mind during the day is seeing what it thinks it sees. But when your eyes are closed and it's dark out, that's when you truly, with your inner sonar, start picking up on more details that allow you to let things go, and on what to choose of the things that you're letting to go. So I really love that for you. We're also going to pull a card here from the companion deck to this tarot, the tarot deck for this, the Wild Unknown Tarot. So that is, we're going to pull from that. And what I've done is each month I break out a tarot deck by the major arcana and then the 4 suits of the minor arcana. And these 4 are going to represent 4 different areas of your life. And this is just also going to represent the overall energies for your month of September. So we'll just give these a shuffle here. But I love this too. That message of Batman or Batwoman, Batgirl, Batboy, whatever, that you are your own superhero. You know, when you need to feel rescued, that you're the one that can rescue yourself. You don't have to depend on others through this situation that you're going to be going through in September, whatever you're choosing to leave, that you're your own hero. So, all right, Creator, what else do you want our Geminis to know about their month of September, please? Okay. You got the Hierophant. So you've got that you are the key here. You're the one that has the key to your understanding. And the Hierophant, represents two things, and this is a general reading, so you can take which one resonates with you. But the one message is that this represents the rules that you have around your spirituality, around what you can and cannot do. Organized religion, I never diss it because it has such a beautiful part of our path. But the Hierophant represents, like the Emperor that comes before this card, is society that suppresses our human behavior and doesn't allow us to feel as free as we would without all those rules and all those supposed to be's and shoulds and needs to's and have to's. Well, the Hierophant does the same thing, but it does it for our spiritual beliefs and our spiritual expression. So it's really a challenging time for you to see, and that can be part of what you're seeing in your inner self is what you truly believe about your spiritual connection, what you are supposed to do and what's not. And this lightning bolt here represents kind of like the tower. It's new things. It's letting like old beliefs are falling away, and new beliefs are coming in, and you have the key to unlock all that. The knowledge lies within you. So I really feel, sometimes it represents, that you can be a spiritual guide or teacher for someone, or to seek a spiritual, guide or teacher. But I really feel with this message about you being your own superhero, it's really about you connecting to your higher powers, your superpowers. You're really understanding and not limiting. It's like kryptonite. You're getting rid of the kryptonite out of your life so you can have your full strength and your full awareness and your full abilities. So I know that's a big superhero message, but I really feel that, it's like this, what you're letting go is really opening you up. So we will get more clarity here too as we go through. The first deck here is, the first suit is Wands. Wands represents fire, and that fire energy we're going to use to represent your spiritual journey during the month of September. So that's what we're going to look at here and see what the Creator wants you to know about what's going on with your spiritual side during this month. All right, Creator, for Gemini, what do you want them to know about their spiritual adventure in September? Okay. And you've got the Two of Wands here. So, it's this place of choice that you're coming to here with the Two of Wands. Usually it's about what are you going to do? What are you going to plan? And it's this, the Ace of Wands is all about this energy coming in and like inspiration and excitement and, the unconditional love energy. And the Two is like, okay, now what are you going to do? It like puts a pause. It's like a pause button. When these are upright, it's like a pause button on, like a play on a device where you play something, a lot like the Two up there. It's like, and so this is this month of pausing for a moment, and you have all this energy coming in, and what do you want to do with it? What are you going to allow yourself to do with it? And so it's like looking at this way of transitioning, again, a lot of this energy of evaluating and looking at your energies and your beliefs and your spiritual beliefs is what you do during this paused type of energy and situation here. So, really we'll get some more clarification here too on this Return of Spirit deck. And we're going to use 3 decks of Cheryl Lee Harnish, who does these. These are fractal imaging, which I call them like spiritual ink blot tests, because the imaging that comes out is because she does formulas, mathematical formulas into this system, and it generates the shapes. She has no idea how they're going to turn out until they do, and then she intuitively looks into them. So I like showing you the cards because you might see different messages and different signs that jump out to you. So that's always fun. All right, Creator, what else do you want our Geminis to know about their September spiritual adventure? Yep, we got the Caretaker here. And really this, again, looks like 2 different sides of things. And I'll read from her book, but intuitively, 2 here, 2 here. A big message that is coming through is realizing, and it looks like a lot the yin yang that I was talking about before earlier, right, too, about your light and your darkness. You're used to bouncing in between both, but it's the 2 sides of you too, where you have your human side, this human character that you come here to experience, and your higher self, your powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being made of unconditional love, the actor behind the character in this movie. And this realization, I think you have this huge connection that happens during this month where the division between the 2 is obvious. And you see that, but you also learn that you don't have to destroy one of them, that you can come together, and that you don't have to have this split personality, but that you can join together. And it's this joining between your higher self and your human self, allowing your human to express itself, feeling the emotions, not necessarily having to act upon every emotion, not feeling you have to suppress every emotion, but that allowing the emotion to flow through, but also bringing in all this unconditional love energy from your higher self into that. So I love that for you. And it's definitely taking time for you and what you believe, not just worried about what everyone else is thinking and taking care of everyone else, thinking you can influence all their emotions and decisions and lives, when really you need to take care of yourself. It talks about you're an endless giver. If anyone has a need or requires assistance in any way, you're right there to help. Essentially, you're an earth angel. Every life you touch is made better, whether you know it or not. Your heart is big, and the support and love you give is even bigger. You're one of the souls who are here to either nurture the world or the people in it. However, there comes a time when we have to consider our own needs over others. We have to make our own well-being a priority, even if that means it may not please others. You have to come first right now. Although it may feel as though it's going against your very nature to do so, it's vital that you put yourself first. Your physical and emotional well-being needs to be nurtured and maintained. This ensures that when you do give to someone else, what you give has substance. Your personal value cannot be defined solely in what or how much you give to others. Your value and worth as a person come from all the incredible qualities that make you, you. Maybe this is the time you finally say no or create a boundary, right? In some way, it's time to give to yourself and restore a balance in your life. You are a beautiful soul with much to give and a beautiful soul who deserves to receive. If there's something you need, or if you could use a little assistance, Spirit is encouraging you to allow others the opportunity to give to you. You know from your own experience how good it feels to give. So now you need to give the ultimate gift and allow someone else to give to you. It's time to allow the caretaker to be taken care of. Yep, definitely. Love that for you. All right. Next, we're going to move into the Pentacles, which is the earth energy. And So for this, this is going to represent your physical world, the physical props and characters they're not about relationships. That we'll get to that when we get to cups, but this is about people that are in your life, like the archetypes that are in your life, the physical beings, and your physical body. This is your inner self. This is like outer, what's going on out there. And so we'll see what the Creator wants you to know about your physical journey, your physical adventure during the month of September. All right, Creator, for our Gemini, what do you want them to know about their physical adventure, please? Yeah, we got the Mother of Pentacles. So Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. She's all about the nurturing. So definitely about the caretaking. A reinforcement of the message. Make sure you take care of your physical self, giving you, the physical needs and the physical stuff that you need. It's also, she's very timid. So she doesn't, even though she's very confident and very secure in what she has and feelings of abundance and what you're able to give, she still stays behind the scenes. She just allows things to unfold. And here again, got a little baby Bambi and Mama, and so it's very about being a caregiver, being a nurturing, but definitely a reinforcement of feeling the nurturing, being a caregiver, making sure you're taking care of yourself. We're also going to pull a card here from the Native Spirit Oracle and see what else the Creator would like you to know about your physical world. Creator, what else do you want our Geminis to know about their physical world, please? Okay. You got Sacred Mountain. Beautiful. And we'll see what messages come for that for you here. Yeah, I kind of feel like going to a high mountain away, making sure you're taking care of you. You've been getting into like going on a retreat or going on a vacation or getting away from all the people that you are having to take care of. And if you are like a caretaker as your like your employment or your career, vacation time is due. It says, be still and take the time to move into the silent place within yourself. Locate your internal source of power, like your superpowers. Meditate, wait. Do not move forward until it feels right. Surrender to stillness. Do not take action. If you observe rather than react, you claim your power. And your native spirit wants you to know that from the vantage point of the sacred mountain, your power grows. In silence, you find your sacred witness. It's the dwelling place of your soul. In peace, seek and discover your truth. Move past the bustle and clatter of life into sweet quietude. If you're in pain, don't lash out. Go into it until you find the source so that it can be healed. Resist the temptation to indulge in feelings of stress, urgency, and emergency. Your power is born in silence. This peace gives birth to your serenity. So seek solitude to listen to your voice of your higher self and awaken your inner wisdom. Yeah, so great message there. I love these too because they come with a journey. And so if it resonates with you, you can do it. It says, travel to the peaks of hallowed mountains, and if you can't do this in person, travel in your meditation. Imagine yourself atop a high peak. You can see the world in all directions. Give thanks and offerings to mountains whenever you encounter them. The spirit of the mountain will deeply appreciate your gift. So definitely, you've got a winged creature, seeing things from a higher perspective, right? And that just reinforces that as well. All right, and we're going to move into the swords, which is the air element, and they represent your mind, your thoughts, your belief, your mindsets, your mental state, but we're going to call it your mental adventure. And we will see what Creator wants you to know about what's going on with your mind, your thoughts, your attitudes during the month of September. Creator, what do you want our Geminis to know about their mental adventure, please? Okay, so you get to 2 cards. Yep, so you've got the 8 of Swords. And so the 8 of Swords represents restriction, and these are your thoughts and beliefs that are restricting you from transforming into this butterfly. You're still in your chrysalis stage, so ready though, because it's transparent, and you're ready to free yourself from these thoughts and beliefs that are limiting you. So, we talked about what you're ready to let go of, and so these are the thoughts that are coming up during the month for you to do that. Yeah, and then you have the 2 of Wands there, you've got the 2 of Swords here. So you've got this decisions to make, and you're at a fork in a road, and so your mind is, working out what you're going to do, looking at the pros and cons and working down all that. And I love, the black hole here, or, a new moon, whichever way you want to look at it here. And it's about trusting your intuition, getting in touch with your inner self. Because one of the things normally in the 2 of Swords, you'll see like someone who's blindfolded, and behind him is water, and they're to get to the other side, to the land. And so for me, it's about not trusting so much your logical side, which I know, being an air sign, and I understand I'm an Aquarian sun, so I understand about being in your mind and using logic and all that, but it's time to tap into your intuition, into the unseen, into your subconscious, your unconscious, connect to your higher self, like I mentioned in here, and connecting to see what you're not seeing with your mind, the things that our conditioning has us blinded to. And that's going to help you with learning what you are ready to let go of that is hindering you on moving forward to where you want to go. So I love that. We're also going to pull a card here from the Divine Guidance Oracle, and we'll see what else the Creator wants you to know about your mental adventure during the month of September. But yeah, you definitely have some, like the mental attitudes, the shoulds, the have tos, the need tos, the supposed tos, all of those originate from us. We get all these opinions from the outside. And when we're young, we just take them on because we don't know any better. Oh, this is okay. This is how things are supposed to be. Okay. This is what I should do. Okay. This is what I need to do. Okay. This is what I have to do. Okay. We just keep loading it up and adding them all to our long list of conditional love laws. These are the things I have to maintain to be lovable. These are the things I have to obtain to be successful and acceptable, yada, 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 yada. But now you can sort through and go, why do I have that? I don't want to believe that anymore. That's not going to be part of my core values, part of my, rules to live by. I'm throwing that one out, and that's what you're going to be learning here, because there's so many that they're constricting you, and you're ready. You're just ready to bust out and fly, right? All right, Creator, what else do you want our Geminis to know about their mental adventure during the month of September? Okay. Kablam, a beautiful card. I love that. Card number 30. I really love 3 plus 0 is 3, which is really a number of creativity. So I do see that as you let go of these things that are limiting you, not only do you receive creative ways to do things in your life, it just opens up creativity in every area of your life. And the card is called Expansion. So the Expansion card is about your connection to large groups of people, whether it is to offer yourself in service through community events, volunteer work, workshops, or healing groups, speaking, or publishing your writing. It's about sharing your gifts, your superpowers, right, and talents in a way that serves many on a more public scale. In doing so, your energy reaches far and wide, having a meaningful and powerful effect on all those whose lives you touch. Now is the time to really put yourself out there. So take a deep breath, trust the process, and open wide. I love that expansion too, as you're expanding your mind. You're expanding your mind because you're letting old thoughts go, these limiting beliefs that have kept you trapped so much that, as you get rid of those, then it allows, your beautiful butterfly to hatch and make its way out of the cocoon and flutter, flutter, flutter. See things from a higher perspective, go further than you ever could as a caterpillar, right? And that's what I kind of feel like this message is that there's these things, these beliefs that are limiting you, and you love caring for people, but there's so much stuff coming from the outside that you're literally, your spiritual health, your mental health, your physical health, your emotional health, just feels so constricted, and you feel so stressed that you're ready to let those things go, so that you can truly then give to others in such a more powerful way. It's like you realize your superpowers, and rather than just being, the billionaire Bruce Wayne, you're able to be Batman, and your influence goes so much wider. I don't want this Batman kick suddenly, but you're picking up what I'm putting down. And then lastly, we're going to move into the cups. And the cups, of course, are representative of the water element and relate to our emotions. So this will be your emotional journey during the month of September. Shuffle these up here. All right, Creator, what do you want our Geminis to know about their emotional adventure in September? Yeah, makes sense. Ace of Cups. So the Holy Grail, unconditional love, new emotion that you've never felt before. And this is totally representing getting in touch with your higher self and feeling the love that comes down, and feeling fulfilled and feeling whole and complete. When you're in this restrictive feeling and you're trying to live life and almost be like an enabler in a codependent relationship, where you give and give and give and everyone else takes and takes and takes, and you only feel you're worth something when you're able to give, and while people are taking from you, and then people start going, okay, you want me to take from you? I will. Thank you for being my source. A mother and a child. It's like a little baby bird. Cheep, 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 and you keep giving, keep giving, and keep giving, and keep giving, and then you're exhausted and you have nothing else to give. But we've wanted them to be dependent on us, and so now they are, and now we become resentful, and then we're exhausted, and we're giving, even though we have nothing to give, and our battery's almost dead. When we go through this transformation and we let go of those old beliefs, those old ways that we're defining our worth by how much we can give, instead we get filled up of this unconditional love. We're using that unconditional love and our connection to the other side to define ourselves and our worth. And in doing that, the goblet, you fill up and then everyone else gets the overflow. So you're no longer feeling empty and exhausted and resentful. You're feeling full and whole and complete and healthy, and like it is, we become selfish. We focus in on our self-care, and the greatest gift one of the greatest gifts we can give the world is a healthy, full us, and they get our overflow. It pisses some people off in the beginning when you have to cut them off, because if you're a barrel and all these pipelines are, plugged into at the bottom, they're always draining you and you're never feeling full. You're just feeling barely surviving. But when you plug those up or chop all those off, then you fill up and fill up. And during that filling up process, all those people that were trying to use you for their emotional fulfillment get a little hungry, get a little panicked, act out and fight or flight. So, and let them, because that's their journey, because they need to find that this is inside themselves, and that's where their source is. So the disappointment on the outside turns them inward, just like this is doing for you. All that disappointment on not feeling fulfilled on the outside is turning you inward, and they need to do that too in order for their journey. It's part of their journey. So you don't have to take it personally, just to go, okay, I get to be that disappointment for them, so they'll turn inward. Good job, success. That's what your job as a mirror is for them. Point them back to their insides. All right. And then lastly, we're going to pull a card here from the Path of the Soul Destiny cards, just to see your final message for this reading and what else the Creator wants you to know about your emotional adventure in September. All right, Creator, what's your final message for Gemini for this month, please? For September. Okay, 2. Very nice. Well, Gemini, I guess you get 2, right? So you got the number 8, which is beautiful. And number 40. This is like the, I think this is called the Egyptian eagle. It's like the phoenix, right? Rising from the ashes. And again, if you're a superhero fan, the phoenix, when she stopped restricting herself or being restricted in her superpowers, she became her true self, So we'll read each of these. The number 8. Oh, let's read the Phoenix one first, or the Egyptian eagle. So this is the time to release all your past ideals that no longer serve you. Like we've been talking about. If you've been doing inner work, this card represents its completion and a shift into the new. If you're just beginning, this card represents that it's time to begin your inner work. As we make these great life shifts, those who were once close seem to drift away. Take time to thank them for the lessons you've shared. Egyptian eagle offers the higher perspective and viewpoint, like we talked about. Yeah, we were just talking about, right? Those that people will drift away. They're like, I don't like that you're not dependent, that you're not allowing me to be dependent on you anymore. It's like, it's okay. Thank you for the lessons we've shared. C'est la vie, baby. And then number 8 here is Chenrizi manifestation. So this card works to create a positive outcome in all situations. So Chenrizi works to free you from your problems, your burdens, your suffering, by showing you all the many wonderful blessings in life. So this card is the ultimate manifestation. On every level, in every way, it is the complete form of fulfillment, which is this unconditional love, right? So this is the turning point in life. Free-flowing manifestation of all the good this world has to offer is coming to you. Stay focused on the blessings, and you will see them multiply. And that's one of your greatest powers, right? Rising from the ashes, all those things that seem to be negative, actually, you come out of even more powerful. And one of your superpowers that we all have is our power of choice. Whatever we focus on grows. And so this is telling you, yep, you have this superpower of bringing whatever you're focusing on into your life. So if you focus on lack, that comes in. If you focus on chaos, that multiplies in your life. If you focus on gratitude for what you do have, things to be grateful for multiply. If you focus on the love that's in your life, love multiplies. So a beautiful hint on all the superpowers that you'll be able to open to once you really look at all these things that you're ready to let go of, those things that you're going to see fall away by your power of choice and seeing things from this definite higher perspective. So a beautiful, beautiful September for you. Geminis, just know as you go through each and every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the creator of all things. And I love you too. You have an absolutely amazing September, all my super friends. I love you very much, and we'll talk to you soon. You take care.